Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. In this evening's video, it's going to be a challenge video, and it's going to be a challenge video, at least for me, that was quite difficult to do. It's going to be called the early 2000s challenge, or I'm just going to call it the 2000s challenge, I think, in the beginning bit. I have no cars to really show today. I will have tomorrow, so I thought I wanted to do a video, what could I do? And I was speaking to my son on the phone, and he suggested doing early 2000s, cars from the early 2000s, like 2000, 2001. And it's not as easy as it sounds, trying to find cars that are in that time period. So the rules are going to be to basically pick any car, any casting you like, as long as the manufacturer of the actual real car, so basically as long as the car was either made from the year 2000, and we'll give it up to say 2010. So like this one here is a Chrysler 300 C, or Chrysler 300 anyway. This is from Matchbox, and this car was produced from the year 2005, I think, up to about 2010. I can't remember now, but so this fits in the time period. So this is the idea of the challenge, is to just pick out castings from the early 2000s up to about 2010. So, and you can show as many or as little as you want, but it's not as easy as it seems. Like I said, I've got nearly 2,500 cars in my collection, and I know I've got more cars from the early 2000s, but I've managed to find about 6 for the minute. Anyway, so this is the first piece. It's cool, from the Matchbox Basic. And it is done very nicely with the Tampo rear lights and the Tampo front lights. So that is the first piece. And then the second piece is a bit controversial, because this is a Dodge Challenger SRT. Now, it looks like it's a relatively up-to-date one, and the copyright on this is 2008. And I know they did make the newer Challengers, from about the sort of early 2000, sort of 2005-6 period. So I'm just going to put this one in before anybody starts saying this is up to date, really modern. But it says copyright Chrysler 2008, so they do them before 2010. So the rules can be bent a little bit, but I wanted to show this anyway. It's really cool in the sort of battleship grey, and again, it's from Matchbox Basic. So very nicely done, Dodge Challenger SRT. And then piece number 3 is quite easy, because this is the newer Matchbox Superfast, and as we know, the Matchbox Superfast nowadays is classed as their Matchbox Premiums, I suppose you could say. But this is a 2001 Crown Victoria. So, and obviously it does have opening back doors, but this casting slated for not being one of Matchbox's finest, but I quite like it. And obviously it is from the early 2000s. So that's piece number 3. Little look underneath. So there you go, it says 2006, but I know this is maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe this is a 2006 model Crown Victoria, but I know this does look very similar to the 2001 style. Anyway, so it's before 2010. What else we got? We've got a Mini GT. I've shown this before. It is a very, very cool Honda S2000 for Mini GT. We all know Mini GT's quality. So this is a premium casting, and very weighty, very nicely done, with the lens, the rear lights and front lights, and obviously metal base and all that good stuff. But that is from 2000. I think they were being manufactured in about 97, 98, I think. But this, I think, as far as I'm aware, this particular model is about 2000. From what I looked up, this particular model is from the year 2000. So that is when most of them were about. So again, a bit vague, but pretty cool piece. So that's so far, that's what, 4 pieces. Again, a bit of controversy with this because these were made, from what I researched, as early as '93, but they did make these up to I think up to about 2004. So I'm going to allow this. So like I said, if you have a go at this challenge, I don't mind if I see a few castings that are from the late 90s, and I don't mind if they're a scooch over 2010, but I'm going to try and keep them in the early 2000s because that's what this challenge is basically, is cars from the early years 2000, or like I'm going to call it the 2000 challenge. So that is obviously a gold Ford F-150 Lightning. So very, very cool, and again from Hot Wheels and all tampered in quite nicely. I've got another one. This is from Matchbox. This is the Matchbox version, but pretty much the same car, just their take on it. So that is pretty cool. And then we got one from Tomica Basic. So I will very, very quickly just open this up. But again, the Hummer H2 was early 2000s. I think it was sort of 2006. But again, Tomica Basic, very good quality for their basic stuff. So obviously you get loads of suspension, weighty casting, very nicely all painted and tampoed in black. And if I can get my nail to open it, there you go. A lot of the basics have an opening feature, so that is pretty cool. I don't know if it's got any dates on it at all. Oh, there you go, 2004 Hummer H2. So very cool. And then the last piece for me, because like I said, this was quite a challenge. My son William thought of this, which was a good idea. But like I said, it did make me think a bit. Now this is a 2001 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor from The Walking Dead by Greenlight. It is in 1/43 scale, so it's a little bit larger obviously, as we all know, than 1/64, but that's no problem. And we will remove a very thick acrylic case. I will not be removing this off the base for this one, but I have shown this before. It has a full metal base underneath with suspension on this car, but it's screwed down, and it also has all the underneath is done really well on this. The undercarriage is really, really good on this. All, like I said, it's all metal and everything's there, all the exhausts, but it is a very, very weighty, very, very nicely done piece. Actually, in fact, has this one got suspension or not? I can't remember now. Yeah, it's got suspension on this one, very strangely. But anyway, I'm digressing. But very, very nicely done. Obviously all lens lights. And when I got this, I thought it only had opening doors on the front, which you can see it has opening doors. But it also has an opening, in this country call it a boot. In America it's called a trunk. There you go, with your police paraphernalia inside. And again, lensed rear lights. It's a very, very cool piece. You've got a little red light there in the back, and I'll see if I can get it to open because it's a bit fiddly. But this is the bit that I didn't know opened, and there you go. There's the, I should imagine, a 5-litre V8. But anyway, so have a go. Don't have a go. It's cool. There you go, 5.5 litre. Like I said, it's going to be called the 2000s challenge. I'm sure you lot out there have got many more cars from the early 2000 period than I have. Like I said, I will accept cars from the late 90s if that makes it easier, but try and keep them in between the years of 2000 to 2010. And with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more unboxings, wheel swaps, customs, vintage, challenge videos, and all that good stuff to come on RLCs. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.